Welcome back. Dad's just taking off. He's got some stuff to do. We all got stuff to do, but
Do you come from a land down under?
no. I'm gonna throw this bag of seed in, and I just got one round left, and then the end rows, and we'll be done with this. Earlier today, Dad fertilized this, and then I dissed it. Now we're putting in sorghum. The last video, we were trying to hay that 70 acres. We were trying to rake and bale it, and there was rain coming. Ended up being too wet, and it ended up getting rained on, but it was only about 1200ths. Well, we checked it a little bit ago. It's not going to go today, and we have another chance of rain tonight, but it's a small amount coming. After I get done drilling, that's probably going to be it for the video I take today. But we'll start right back up tomorrow, and we'll be raking and baling that. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, and we will be haying. All right, guys, it's the next day. After I got done drilling, I spent a lot of the rest of the day spraying weeds and spraying pastures. I got a decent sunburn. My face kind of hurts, especially my nose. And so wear your sunscreen, kids. Anyway, Dad's finishing feeding. Hello there, Ellie. All right, I need some help on this one. Did you see how she limps? Some days she does, some days she doesn't. And she's only 5 years old. Can a 5-year-old dog have arthritis? I don't know. I don't like seeing her limp. It's sad. It seems like today's the day we're gonna get that 70 acres raked and baled. I'm gonna rake it early today, and Dad's gonna bale it probably later today. A lot of green underneath there that got rained on. Dad's headed down the road. He's got a couple hay trucks to fill because we're selling some old hay. They gave us a decent price for it, and honestly right now we don't have much place to put our new hay, so we thought it was a good deal. Tractor and the rake are still sitting in the field, so I'm gonna drive out there and we'll start raking. So I know it's been 3 videos in a row, but it's only been the course of 4 days that we've been filling that. If you're new here, the wheel bearing seal, I've said it a few times, the wheel bearing seal is not holding in the oil, and so we just fill that and make sure we don't ruin that bearing completely. But I think we're ready to go. When Jeff started cutting, he started down on the east end, and so that's a little bit drier. I'm gonna start down there first this morning. Oh, this is scary stuff, guys. That's like, it feels like it's just been cut. That rain just soaked right into that green stuff and kept it greener. Oh no. So I guess really all I can do is, well, to dry it out it needs flipped, but I'm gonna widen this out a little so it sits out wider. Then the sun and the air can get to it a little bit better. The baler will be able to handle it a little bit wider, so. So wet, I'm not really worried about losing leaves because they come off when they are dry and they just kind of crumble. And so I'm gonna be going pretty fast today. I'm going dang near 10 miles an hour. But if we're gonna get this baled, it needs to be, it needs a lot of sun, a lot of wind, a lot of air. So I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as I can. Hey Jeff, you missed a spot. What gives? Jeff amazes me with that cutter. He misses very little alfalfa, and we don't have guidance in there, and his rows are really straight. I've seen my dad cut. His rows aren't straight, and I've cut this 70 acres once, and something about it, I have a really tough time cutting hay, especially straight and without missing hay, is really difficult, at least for me, and Jeff does a really good job. You know, except for this right here, Jeff. Nah, that's about the only 2 spots in this 70 acres that he missed. But I was telling Dad the other day, if we got auto steered in that tractor that cuts hay, we could have the straightest rows, and then we could rake it with auto steer and bale it with auto steer. We could about do nothing. Any of you guys out there that do that, rake or bale with auto steer, that'd be interesting. Jeff, were you texting on that one? That was a big strip. Well, checking on the hay, there's definitely moisture in there, and you can see how green it is, but it's honestly not too terrible. It's frustrating that this cloud is out here, but I think that will pass pretty soon. Not today! Got that thing finished up. Let's check this hay right here. It's sprinkled 2 different times, just like you could count them on the tractor. It was just a few, but this top stuff is looking dry. Yeah. You know, all I can say is we're gonna go, and it's just how dry is it gonna get. Right there, I can feel the heat. That's good stuff. If we get a bit of a breeze and the sun would stay out, we'd be sitting just fine. While we're waiting for that hay to dry, Dad and I are gonna start a really short project. Like I had mentioned in previous videos, this summer we really wanna work on these gates. You can see it gets wet here, and it's about impossible to herd cattle in through here because they know it's deep and muddy, and they don't wanna walk in it as bad as we don't wanna walk in it. But when we need to get stuff up and we need to sort, it makes it really hard when this is all muddy. So we're gonna tear out a path the width of the box scraper. We're gonna get a few feet down, and then we're gonna lay those railroad ties that we grabbed down in there a while back. We'll lay the railroad ties in, then we're just gonna put crushed rock and gravel on top. Dang it, girls. That looks decent. Don't want to dig it too low. The more we dig, the more fill we got to put in. So we got her. Now we're just gonna haul rock in and gravel, fill it back up, and that's how we do that. Guys, we're pretty proud of that one. after that, we got 2 more that we want to do. Not today. We got to go bale. We're going to bale. You can see the sun came out. I think it's hotter than the high that they said we were gonna get, and so we're gonna go bale. But I also got to push all the heifers back into their pen because they Now this, look at this girl. This is the one that we're doing next. Is the worst one on the whole place. And it's actually not, it's bad right now, but it's not as bad as what it was because it's been drying up a little. But this corner we use the most, and it is the worst. That's why it's the worst, because a lot of cattle have gone through that. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna push all these girls back in their pen, and we're gonna go bale. Yeah, that's a mess, but we're gonna get it fixed this year. You'll never see one of them tedders on our farm, because then we'd have to buy another piece of machinery.
I gotta put my hat on because apparently I look like some fat actor if I don't wear it. Okay. Yep. So we used the fertilizer spreader on this last, and our PTO still on 540. It's go time.
There's doings.
Door's not latching. Usually there's a buildup right here. See that latch? Where's this guy here? When this gets packed full of stuff, it can't close tightly enough, so you just clean that out of there. There he is.
He's gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna head home with the tractor and the rake. It's a little dry, but we're just happy we're getting it done before the rain comes. Fancy burn barrel. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Quite the variety. We got some drilling done yesterday, raked, we're baling. We fixed that one gate entrance, so maybe the cattle will not hate going through that gate all the time. Ellie, you look hot over there. I hope that was a good video for you. It's getting pretty hot around here. We could use a rain, and at the end of the day, we won't have any hay on the ground, and we'll be ready for a rain. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one. We'll have to do bush. It just ain't the same.